everyone, so this video is going to be a little different than the last ones I've had posted, but I'm just going to rant a little bit. So, I'm in a group, I've been in Dan and Phil, Dan is Not on Fire. I've been a fan of Dan is Not on Fire for 5, maybe 6 years, and this has recently just caught my eye. It's actually been going on, I think, for a while now, but this recently just caught my attention. And Dan has a brother, and I never knew this. For 6 years now, I never knew that Dan had a brother until just now. And you know what? At first, when I just recently heard about it, when I just first heard his name and that he was his brother. Okay. I didn't think much of it. I'm like, okay. So what? He has a brother. Big deal. But now, recently, I just found out that a lot more has been happening with his brother. And now I found out that children, I'm saying, calling them children because that's how they're acting. These children are messaging, harassing his brother. They're harassing Adrian, is his name. They're harassing him, saying that Dan is so much better than him, and all this other stuff about how Dan is so much better than Adrian, or all this. Now it's getting to the point that Adrian has actually started to believe these messages that he's been getting. He's actually believing that he's not as good as his brother. He's not this like his brother. He's not that like his brother. And you know what? It's starting to annoy me. And Adrian, I don't know him personally, but hearing stories and stuff about, like, before all of this had happened, I heard that he was a really cool guy. I heard that he was so sweet and so kind and all this stuff. And you guys are now starting to do this to him? That's horrible. It's just appalling and everything that you guys are actually doing this to him. And I, for one, want to put an end to this. And I know a lot of other people do too. So here's me and some other people that want to give this to you. Adrian, if you're out there watching this or anything, listen to these words and just I hope they make your day. Alright? And make you smile. So here we go. Alright? And here's one. She says, "Hi Adrian, I've never met you before, but you seem really cool. You seem really cool and interesting. I'd love to talk to you one day. It would be so neat. Anyways, I just want you to know that you are very, very special. You're amazing and very kind, so I've heard. Dan is your brother. So, be yourself. Ignore the haters, and if it gets bad, do something about it. I hope you know that just because you have a brother that has that fan base doesn't make you any less than he is. Doesn't even make you less amazing than he is. Just keep it cool, Adrian." And then another one is, "Hey, I'm sorry the fandom sucks. You don't deserve anything that has happened." And then another girl by the name of Elizabeth, she says, "Not all fans are like that. There are some nice people in the fandom, and that this behavior is not tolerated by about 90% of them. No one is better or worse than anybody else, and just because he has a brother that has a bigger following, it definitely doesn't mean that he is better than you. Have fun and remember that we respect you and that your brother is doing all that he can to make sure that you are safe, and so is the fandom." And the last one, by the name of Dragon, as I'm calling her, She says, everybody is incredible in their own way. Just because Dan has so-called fans doesn't make you any less. You are human like the rest of us. We all have faults. I don't know anything about you, but the bad side of Dan's fans are, bad. Don't believe anything that they say. Everybody is perfect in their own way. Just smile and be happy for everything in your life. Those fans are just simply trolls trying to get publicity. And finally, I just want to say, you know what? Honestly, I just think they're jealous. Because you know Dan, and you have an amazing brother. And also, I just want to say that, you know what, Adrian? We're all human, and there's nothing wrong with you, or anything like that. And, so what? Those fans, they just want their 15 minutes of shame, 15 minutes of fame. And, you know what? If they want it, let them have it, because, you know what? Yeah, Dan's gonna see it, and Dan's gonna hate them. Even more than what they've been saying. So, you know what? If you guys want to keep doing it, keep doing it. Maybe you'll be like, hey, maybe if I do this and, sneak and say something mean about Adrian, maybe Dan will notice me. Yeah, and you're right. Dan will notice you, but he will also hate you because of what you have said to his own family member. And you know what? I don't blame him. Because you know what? If that was me, I'd be the same way. You know what? You say something bad about my family? Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna hate you. And there's no way you're gonna get that back from me. So, you know what? Let them have their fun. But, you know what? To me, I just want it to end. And honestly, I know a lot of other people that want that to end too. So, Adrian, if you're out there and if you ever see this, you are an amazing, beautiful, wonderful person, and no one is like you. So, you have a famous brother. So, that doesn't make you anything less than him. You are just as amazing as he is. And you know what? Don't listen to those haters. Like I said, they're just doing this to get to Dan because they know you're his brother and they just want Dan to notice him. But like I said, yeah, Dan's gonna notice you, but he's also gonna hate you. So, you know what? Just don't listen to them. They're just haters. And there are millions of other people, including myself, that love and care about you and just want you to be happy and be who you are. Don't let anything stand in your way. You have everything, probably everything, and even everything more that you could dream of. And honestly, I'm happy for you. And I'm sad that I never actually got to interact with you, but hopefully, if you ever see this video, which I hope you do one day, that you will fall in love with it or whatever. And Adrian, also, just don't listen to them. I know I've said that many times, but still, just again, don't listen to them. We love millions of other people out there, including myself, love you, and like I said, they just want to see you happy and get everything you could ever dream for, and possibly even more than that. So, yeah. And Adrian, also, if you ever see this, I'm gonna leave my something of my contact information down in the link in the description bar below. So if you ever see this and you want to talk, I'm all ears. And that goes for any of you guys too. If any of you watching this have a bad day and you just want to rant or maybe even get to know me or anything, there will be a link to one of my information below. You can reach me on there and I'd be all ears to talk. So once again, Adrian, we love you. We want you to be happy, to be yourself, just be everything you could ever be. Love you, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon. And bye everybody else.